Hey folks, Jason here again. I want to give you the weekly update for the progress I've made on my Hail Caesar army. And if you remember the last update, I said I was working on my submission for Ben Blades' competition. And what that was to paint up a command model of your choice. And I decided to go with a Hail Caesar figure, in part because the 30 Years War figure that I wanted hasn't shown up yet. So I had this guy hanging around. I thought it would make for a cool little diorama. So, let me zoom in a little bit here. Oh, just lost a little bit of that. Nobody saw that. So what I did was, this is a Warlord Games. Let's see if I can get a little bit better focus this time. This is a Warlord Games command figure. It could be a console, it could be a tribune, it could be in focus. There we go. Oh, you're not going to help me out today, are you? There we go. So I think it's an okay figure itself. The arm kind of throws me off a little bit. They didn't put a lot of definition in the arm muscle, so it looks kind of doughy here, and also could not been helped by my paint job, and maybe a little bit out of proportion. But I think it came out okay. I'm pleased with the way I painted it up. I went for kind of the white. I'm not sure what they're called. The leather parts that hang down. I think it looks really well. I actually went ahead and did the dip method again, and I'm liking that more and more because it. I think it fills in the cracks and or the kind of the grooves and everything, and it spreads more evenly than a regular wash. So, if applied properly, and now I only brush it on. I don't dip it like you see the people recommending it doing. I think that goes on too thickly. But I think this turned out well. One of the things I'm especially pleased about on the model itself is the cloak and the highlights. Obviously I went with the red cloak for the command colors, and I went the crest and the helmet kind of a shade lighter. And then I didn't want to just do a figure, so I wanted to have a bit of a diorama, not a lot. Most times Hail Caesar command figures are normally put on bigger bases. I would have preferred a round base, but I didn't have one when I rated the base box. But what I did do here is I went into the Hail Caesar starter set, the Conquest of Gaul, and I don't know if I'm going to ever do anything with the Gallic soldiers that were in there. So I took some of their shields, applied some transfers, just like they were, you know, they had dropped their shields and run away, or they, you know, somehow, whether dying or fleeing, they fled. I took a sword, Gallic sword, and jammed it into the ground, sticking up. Which may not have been the best idea for shipping purposes. I hope it makes it there okay. But then you've got the consul or the tribune or whomever rank you want this to be, you know, pointing his cohorts onward, chasing after the Gallic barbarians. So I'm pleased with how this came out. On the basing, I just used kind of clump foliage and the Meg's European wet earth to match the rest of my army. This will obviously stay in Ben's collection. I hope he likes it. And so I hope other competitors are doing up some great models, probably better than this one. But I look forward to seeing the others, and Ben, I hope you like this. So that'll be on its way today, which is why this is kind of a hurried message. I wanted to take a video before I dropped in the mail, because obviously then it will join Ben's collection. In terms of other things I've been working on, I haven't been too pleased on the progress that I've made on getting my Legionary army together, even though I don't have anybody to play with. I just like to see more things in the model shelf. So I also worked up another 8 figures, and these are just dipped, and oh, family's home. These are just dipped, and or they're drying. So what I'm going to try to do, and my goal every week, is to be get at least a rank of line figures done. And so these are going to be the second line rank of the first cohort that I'm working on. Not the first cohort, but the initial cohort that I've been working on. And so I'm going to try to get these done. I'll hopefully get the rest of these done this weekend. I just have to do the highlights now, put the decals on, matte varnish, and base. And they'll be done. So this will be for next week, and then I'm going to start working on the front rank and the command group, and hopefully get this cohort done a lot faster. I'm just not making the progress I want. So that's my Hail Caesar update. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, or will have a great weekend, and hope you guys are getting some great hobbying and wargaming stuff in. And feel free to leave me any questions. Also, if you're at all interested in me doing a tutorial on how I'm doing the Legionnaires, It's probably not as quick as it could be, but if folks are interested in the colors I've used and everything, feel free to ask, and I'm happy to post that. So, you guys and maybe gals have a good one, and I will catch up with you soon.